Mississippi. The Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some are thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Ole Miss offense takes the field to start this game off. Hotty toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Well, everybody knew when Ole Miss blew out State last time.
And they put a number up on them. Everything was clicking. Yes, the Egg Bowl is always close. It seems like those games come down to something crazy. But last year, Hotty Toddy put the smack down.
Yeah, it was Hotty Toddy that was able to just handle the emotion in that game right from jump. I mean, offensively, they jumped all over.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just when they're looking one, now up top. Makes the catch. It's Ray. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Finds us back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Griffin. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He marched 78 yards down the field, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Mississippi State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it, legs being hiked, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
And the Bulldogs need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And is picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Going to the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. On the move. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels...
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Using the quick game. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A 69-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the egg. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Mississippi State right back to the line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Coleman Hope. Snag in the middle, it's Kane. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Watkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blue. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for space. It's Lacey. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw at Simmons. Flips it out on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. The official says no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. He stopped just a chain length or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now they're going to throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. That's caught. It's Lacey. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
To the ground with the back. Picks up the first down. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Let's go. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Easy. Direct snap. It's Griffin. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ray. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Going for it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He makes a fair catch just outside his own. The 11-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Simmons. Plucks it out of the air. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The sure hands, it's Griffin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Watkins. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Ole Miss. A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Glover. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A strike downfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Dropping back, it's Coleman Hope. He's got him in the flat.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Gonna look downfield again. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
DB's locked up tight on the receiver. Got it in the middle. It's Winfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Kane. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's announced...
Touchdown, Bulldog! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 50, the 30, at the the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. That stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone. It's Glover. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he hauls it in at the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And so much to break down from a spirited start to this Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Mississippi State and Ole Miss plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Glover. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. At the 40, there he goes. Flying down the left side. The 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. Mississippi State going up tempo. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Defense not showing press coverage. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David, and you know the execution just has to be spot on, timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He will be stopped. Couldn't turn the corner, and the defense makes the play.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I think everybody wants to go for it in this situation, but you got to actually do it. And you got to be comfortable with the consequences if you miss this. Obviously he was. Conversion's good. Nothing to write home about. No fans upset. Everybody happy. All right.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Simmons. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Rebels send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter.
Kicking team.
You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it with Wilson. Find some fresh air. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time conversion this time around. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. He's got him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Ray. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Rebels have this offense rolling. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Ray. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the marker, it's Haas. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pulls it in, it's Lee. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks, it's Haas. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He caught it! They will score! Touchdown, Ole Miss! The Hottie-Toddies are full-throated right now as Ole Miss builds the lead.
They got the momentum going. The offense is clicking. You see that a lot of times with Ole Miss. Big rivalry game against Mississippi State. Can they respond, Palmer?
And Ole Miss, you know, is one of those teams you just blink and all of a sudden they're blowing you out. That's been the case here today. The Bulldogs got to find a way to slow them down.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Glover. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit. Just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Croman Hope. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the middle. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers...
Turning it on! And they're able to get him down.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Now the play fake. There's the pressure. Throws to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Brings up third down.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. To the air, it's Croman Hope. They've got the screen set up.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Unloads to the right. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Right down the middle. And make the catch. Defense will force the turnover on downs. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Blasted as he lets it go.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He stops him at the 31, but not before he Picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air, it's Coleman Hope. Pocket breaking down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The give to the back. Fights off the defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Sends it back in motion. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the... yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find...
Touchdown, Rebels! And the route is on. That might be the proverbial 4th quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Evans. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Coleman Hope. On the run, fires downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets him to the 49-yard line. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Wants to go up top on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first down.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll take it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Glover. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Reese. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Kane. And the defense drags him down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Finds his tight end. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Griffin. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
He ends up getting tackled at the 34-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Smith wants to throw. Hauls it in. There he goes. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Mississippi State, 17.
He'll bring it out. It's Evans. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. They'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wilson on the carry. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
He'll throw it. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll move the wide receiver. Smith dropping to pass. Finds his man. It's Haas. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Griffin. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Fires into traffic. Picked off.
DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.